Good morning. So today we're going to talk about Plumeria. It is an absolutely beautiful tropical plant that is so easy to propagate. And look how gorgeous these are. And the flowers are the same flowers that they make leis out of in Hawaii. But you don't have to live in Hawaii to have these beautiful tropical plants. They are one of the easiest plants to grow. And today I'm going to show you how to grow them, how to propagate them, and how to fertilize them so you can get these gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. So I'm panning the camera back a little so you can see I have two gorgeous plumerias here. They do add a beautiful tropical look to your yard. And I keep mine in pots. I do pull them in to the garage or a greenhouse in the wintertime. And this one I had to tie to a tree during one of our heavy winds. They're fairly top heavy and it blew over. So this one stays tied to the tree. This one is doing great. It's fertilized and it is covered with flowers. This one is has no flowers right now. So if I get a little closer to this one, this plumeria puts out a pink flower, and it gets these little fingers first, and then in another week this will have a nice beautiful bunch of pink florets here. So I am over at my neighbor's house, and if you hear all those birds in the background, let me just pan up and show you. She has a purple martin house, purple martins, and these guys are so fun to watch. They sit in their pool and watch the clown show of these purple martins. And if you can get a purple martin house, these guys really help with mosquitoes. All right, back to what we were supposed to be filming is the Plumeria. So she has several pots here along the side of her pool, and it looks like 3 different pots here. And I'm going to go slowly and show you. These are in full blazing hot Texas sun. We've hit the hundreds the last couple of days, and these Plumeria are not even phased. And I know she waters them often, but besides water and some fertilizer, that's about all they need. And look here, this one is about to bloom. You see those little red fingers? I think this one is probably going to be pink, maybe white. You'll have to see. And then we come down here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Is that not absolutely beautiful? And the smell, I wish we could add smell to this video because they smell so incredible. Wouldn't you love to have a lei of these around your neck? Oh, so pretty. And we'll continue walking down. And here are some new ones about to come out. These are going to be pink, I think. She says that she does use Miracle-Gro, just according to the instructions on the back, probably every month. Her bougainvillea absolutely love this hot sun. Look how pretty they are. And she does a good job of keeping them fertilized. She's got several bougainvillea all down the pool area. And as we keep going, there's another beautiful one here. And this one is absolutely gorgeous. This is pink. I hope I have convinced you that you need a plumeria in your life. They are just so gorgeous. You just feel like you are on some kind of tropical island, and yet you are here in Central Texas. So this plant has 2 main branches coming from the base, and this one has 3 shoots off of it, 1, 2, 3. But those are really pretty, and I don't think I want to bother with that side. This one has 2 on the front side here, but if I come around the back, I see one I could take easily. I'm going to take a nice sharp knife, make sure it's been disinfected, and cut as close to the main branch as I can. And in a short period of time, this will heal and this branch will develop a scab on the end. So the first thing we'll do is disinfect our knife. I've got some alcohol here. You want a nice clean cut. Okay, and we're going to take off this limb off the main branch as close to the mother plant as we can get, the mother branch. There we go. And you can see there is some milky substance leaking out of that. And you're just going to let that dry. That will form a scab. And then we'll take this, and it's dripping, and we'll put this aside to get a nice scab. It might take a couple of days, and then you just put it in the soil. So I put up a little potting table here, and I'm going to bring the camera down and show you up close what kind of soil we're going to use to plant this new cutting and what kind of fertilizer that you're going to want to use. So let's get closer. So the first thing I have here is just some plain potting soil, and I've pre-moistened it, so it is quite wet right now. It's a lot easier to get this pre-moistened in a bucket than to try to do it after you put the plant in. And then I want to make sure that this is good, well-draining soil. So I also have some, it's like a cactus mix. Just buy that in bulk at Lowe's. And it has a lot of vermiculite, perlite. It has a lot of crushed granite and sand. And just put some of that in and mix this up really well. Nice and mixed. So we'll put this in our nursery pot. And for right now, this is a good size. And then in about a year, when it gets fairly root bound, I'll move it up to a nice terracotta pot that is double in size. So we'll fill it in. This is for a young, small plant. And you're going to need to really pack this in to keep it from falling down. Now, here is our new branch that we just cut off. It is still leaking quite a bit. I am not really going to plant this up for a few days, but I am just going to take off all of these lower leaves. We want the plant to focus on making roots, not on making more leaves or more flowers. Okay, and then in about 4 or 5 days, when this is scabbed over, right now it's dripping a white, sappy, milky type of thing. And by the way, you don't want to let this get on your skin or around your pet. You put it in, and you just add more soil, tap it in really tightly, and then it's very possible that it might lose some leaves. It might, it might be unhappy for a while, but in a short while, it will put out brand new leaves, and it will be very happy to grow for you. And that's about all you do. You're also going to keep this well watered for the first 6 months. Now keep it in a semi-shady situation for a while. And then when it starts putting out new leaves, you might want to go ahead and give it some sun, more sun. All right, let's talk about fertilizer. So in the wintertime, when the temperatures are forecasted to start freezing, you're going to move your plumerias inside into a greenhouse, into a garage. That's what I do. I put them in a garage. And as the temperatures get colder in there, it will lose all of its leaves and go dormant, and it'll look like a dead stick. But don't panic, it's not dead, it's just dormant. And you'll keep it in there. You do not want to water it anymore. And then when the temperatures are looking great again, say late February, early March, you'll bring it out into the sun and you'll want to start fertilizing it. And you can fertilize it with just a basic fertilizer that's, a balance, like a 10-10-10 or whatever you can find. I go ahead and purchase the Nelson's products. This is especially for Plumeria, and this has a very high middle number. So the first number is 5, which is nitrogen. This middle number is 30, which is your phosphate. And the last number is your potash, which is 5. So it's 5, 30, and 5. And the Nelson people have, really researched this, and they have a really good blend of fertilizers, and it just really responds. And that's how you get those beautiful blooms. And mine are really starting to show a much better production of flowers this year than last year before I was using this. Okay, so I hope that helps you, and I hope that you will try to grow some plumerias and get out there. You're going to find a neighbor that will just cut off a stem for you, and you can grow your own, or you can go to a nursery. Most all the nurseries have them in all kinds of colors: whites, pinks, reds, yellows. So get some plumeria, and you will not be disappointed. They're so easy, and they just make you feel like you're on a tropical island somewhere. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.